now has a complete set of Olympic medals, bronze in Rio, silver in Tokyo, and gold here in Paris.
Okay, the 4x1 Olympic final. Team Canada makes it in by the skin of their teeth, but we still made it in. Like I said, if we were in Heat 1, our time wouldn't have been good enough to make it in. There were teams that ran 38-0, 38-1, and they didn't get in. But as you know, the story didn't end there. We ran 38-3, 38-36 or something like that. We don't run those type of times, but alas, that is what we did. And we get into the finals. So we go through the mix zone and we're giving our interviews, and I say something like, any lane they give us, we'll get the job done. Lane 2, lane 9, or they could put us in the stands. We're gonna go out there, as long as we got these 4 guys, we're gonna go out there and shock the world. And then I told them, don't be fooled by the prelims. That's a term coined by Gavin Smelly.
Canadian quartet in the final.
Expect magic, you know, don't be fooled by the prelims. That's a quote that Gavin and I used to say back in the day. It is what it is in the first round, but we're gonna fix some things. We're gonna watch the tape. We got the best coaches.
I love to bring that into the mix because that's something that we love to say to each other. We've said that throughout the years in the relay team, which basically just means no matter what we run in the prelims, what we look like, don't count out Canada. We can still get the job done and create a magic moment. Yes, sir. So we're saying all the right things in the mix zone, but when we finally have our team meeting, reality sets in like, yo, we just ran 38-3. I didn't have a great opening leg, probably one of the slowest opening legs I've ever had. Andre, as we saw, got walked down, did not look good, and Andre never gets walked down. He's the one that does the walking down, and the pass between him and Brendan was awful. It just didn't look good. It didn't look good at all. Our biomech guy, Dana Way, was optimistic. He's our biomech guy that films each race and times us, tells us our zone times, and tells us where we can improve. And he was saying, I know guys, like, it looks impossible right now, but just trust me, if we execute through the zones, we got a shot at this thing. And they're aiming for the podium. That was the goal for them. They said, even with the same slow legs that we ran, where we had no juice in our legs, he said we could run in the range of 37.5 to 37.6 if we just clean up the zone times. That's how important and critical it is to have a good pass. So our zone times were awful. Like Andre and Brendan's zone pass was textbook awful. It was 0.3. We lost so much time there. And like we saw, we were winning the race and that last pass just slowed us down. So it's the next day, the day of the finals. And the only one that's hype in the room is Brendan. Luckily, he has that infectious energy where he can get everybody feeling good and hyped. And he's kind of telling us like, yo guys, cheer up. This is the Olympic Games. We got to cherish these moments. Not everybody gets to call himself an Olympian, but we are fortunate enough to be Olympic medalists and we got another shot to get on the podium again. Come on guys, cheer up, smile. So I'm kind of brushing him off like, yeah, whatever. I just kind of want to get the hell out of Paris. And you know, Andre's kind of feeling the same. We're still sour about our individual events and we're not too hyped going into the finals, being the last one in. But we're going to go through the motions anyways, because, you know, the country's relying on us. So I remember going through my shakeout and I had such low motivation and I was just kind of going through the motions. But then I looked at my phone lock screen and I saw my family when we met up in Paris. I'm like, nah, I got to do it for them. So fast forward and now we're at the warm-up track getting ready to run before the finals. And I remember my coach came by the Canadian tent and he was kind of like, yo, you guys ready to do this thing? And then Brendan said something back like, are you guys ready for our hot fire and talking trash to the US? And I was like, yo, this guy really believes, like he's not just playing, like he actually believes we can win this thing. And in our warm-ups, I started to believe. I did a practice handoff with Jerome. First one was a little shaky and I said, nah, we're going again. And that second one, that one was money. I didn't stretch out like I did in the prelims. I actually ran through him and I gave a nice pass. And then I said, yo, I can do this. I'm back. I feel some juice in my legs. And then Andre and Brendan did a pass and Andre actually accelerated. He wasn't favoring his hammy. He actually got off the mark and their pass was good. The zone time was good. And I'm like, yo, he looks better. And then we all started to believe. So now the energy's coming up a little bit. And we're starting to think, yo, we got this, we can do this. What Dana said in the meeting, we can make this happen.
I understand it now.
Yes, I understand it. I see the vision. So now we're going inside, we're getting ready to go into the call room. But before we go in, something just hits me. I'm like, yo, I gotta solidify this. I feel this energy, I gotta say something on it. So Glenn Wright gives his spiel, and right before we go, I said, hold up. And I give my famous speech that everyone keeps referencing.
Aaron Brown had a speech, as he did in Eugene, had another one here where he talked about I won't use the words that he used, but simply put, it was basically, we are going to go out there and we are going to win gold. And that's exactly what they did.
And everyone wanted to know what I said. I basically said something to the effect of, we got this opportunity right in front of us. Paris has not been the way we all expected, but we can leave with this thing with everyone saying congratulations, rather than everyone's feeling sorry for us if we just take advantage of this moment. No matter what happened in Paris, if we get this thing done and we leave as Olympic champs, nobody's gonna remember everything else. The best deodorant to mask the smell of a crappy championships is to win Olympic gold.
Gold to Canada.
So with that, let's get right into the race. Hold on, gotta set the mood again. And, hold up, one more thing. Boom, now we're ready. Yeah, I told you I'm not playing around. Let's react to this thing.
The men's 4x1 final.
Let's do it for the country. Let's do it for the 6. Okay, so the intro. Let me talk about the intro real quick. So first of all, Canada's coming out. But as you can see, there's not enough room for us to get out all together. So Andre's kind of awkwardly stuck in the back, kind of killing the vibes a little bit. I mean, Paris, it was a nice setup, but come on, you gotta open up the borders a little bit. Let 4 guys through. Gotta think about that one a little bit more. But anyways, Canada's coming through, throwing up our trademark X, let's go. And right there, you see that? Hold on, let me go back. So right there, we're all saying good luck, do your things, everyone's running off to their zones. And right here, I just knew I had to say something to Andre, put a bug in his ear. Let him know, I believe in you. You're my anchor. You will get this done. Just in case he had any doubts about his hamstring and no, I didn't have him in the championship. I don't know, I didn't perform the way I wanted to individually. I didn't come through. I was the defending champion. None of that mattered anymore. You are the anchor for Team Canada. And you will bring it home for us. I believe in you. Let's go. But as you can see right here, I dap his chest up a little bit and you see that little smirk? That's because I said, be Andre DeGrasse. That's it. Simple words, remind him, be who you are, bring it home for the 6. So then you see I'm running off, shades on, hold on. We're ready to go. Team China coming out, I know they're feeling good after they won the prelims. They do a little salute to the crowd. They got a little runoff. The young squad here, South Africa, you got 3 young bucks with Sean just graduating, and then the veteran leadership from Simbine. These guys are dangerous. And then you got the hometown team. I like this. This is nice. This is nice. I'll give them a shout out for that. They get a little funk messer flex bomb. And then you see the crowd, Allez le Bleu, they started chanting. They got real loud, so it was nice to be in a nice raucous crowd versus what we had in Tokyo. And then obviously the favorites, Team USA. 3 of these guys I train with, Christian, Kyrie, and Kenny, so salute to them. I'm gonna give them a bomb as well. They're obviously feeling good, flexing, they're the favorites, ready to go. Then you got GB. GB is a team that I feel is our biggest rival. When the US is on, I mean, it's hard to beat them. They just got so much talent. They got so many people that can fill the legs on their relay team. They could probably field 3 different gold medal winning teams. But GB, no matter who they put out, they're always gonna be a threat because they're just like us. They focus on the fundamentals. They put the people that they need in the right zones, and they got their staples that they rely on for years. You know, Mitchell Blake, they got Zarnell. So never could sleep on GB. And you can see Azu, he's saying it's our time. Japan, that's another one. No matter who they put out, they're always gonna be clean through the zones. And they work those zone speeds, that's what makes them dangerous. And now the newcomers, the defending champions from Tokyo with head by Jacobs, and then you got Tortu on the anchor, they're dangerous as well. They're another team that has good fundamentals. Pause it right there. Let me go back. So, you see this? I dap up my boy Coleman. As I said, he joined the training group in 2024. And then right here, I say to him, let's go make history. Right now, I'm behind the blocks. I'm getting ready. I'm just taking in the scenery. For the first time ever, I'm looking out into the crowd, trying to find my wife because I thought she was on this side near me, near the starting, but she's actually on the opposite side. But I'm feeling relaxed. I'm like, yo, this is my last race at Paris. Let's make it a good one, you know? I wanna go on a good note. So far, the championship hasn't gone my way, but let's turn this around. But right there, I'm drinking my water as I always do. I take a sip before each race. so I don't have a dry mouth. But I didn't know that the camera was on me this whole time. I would have been flexing, throwing my X like I always do, but then they switched to everybody else in the zone. You can see Brendan, he's feeling good. He's hype. And then Andre, he's ready to go, ready to anchor us. Got China again, salute. They're a young team too, look at that. Everybody's 20 except for Z. That's crazy how many young bucks were in this race. Then look at this team, 18, 19, 23, and then 30. So we're probably the oldest team out there. We got Brendan and I are both 32. Andre's 2 years younger. Then you got Zeze. Shout out to the home team again. I just like the energy, man. I like the vibes, you know, it creates a good atmosphere. So they get another bomb, throwing up the fours. I like it. Coleman, letting them know, USA. Shout out to them. Yes, sir. My boys, Kyrie, Kenny, and you got Big Fred on the anchor. Azu, he understands.
I understand it now.
That's the symbol right there.
I understand it now.
They're a young team as well, 23, 22. And then you got the vets, Zarnell and Mitchell Blake. They're throwing up, I think this is the Naruto. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure this is the Naruto. And then the Dragon Ball Z, shout out to them. I like the unity, you know, it's nice, it's nice. And you got Italy defending champs. They're like, yo, we're in lane 2, but you know, you can't count them out. Tough lane draw for them. You never know. The unexpected is always a common thing in these races. All right, so you see the lane set. They say on your marks. He's got his little intro. Okay, so right now I'm thinking I just gotta get out. I switched back to these spikes right here, the Max Fly 2s, because we're in lane 9. So normally, as I've said in the videos before, I don't like wearing the Max Flies in the turn. I gave them a chance throughout the year, and inner lanes, you know, it just wasn't vibing with me. And I ran with these in the 200 in the first 2 rounds, and I just didn't feel like I was getting off the turn. I switched to the Jaw Flies in the semifinals, and you could see in the semifinals, I got out, and I had a really, really good start. And I was good up until about 120, I just ran out of steam. I just didn't finish, but I had a really good curve, and that's all I'm running right here is the curve. But being in lane 9, I'm gonna be on the straightaway for a long portion of the race. So I said, all right, I can switch back to these spikes and basically run like I'm on a straightaway for as long as possible. So my objective, I'm in lane 9, I'm running blind, I'm running scared. Just get out, just run through Jerome, do not outstretch, just get in that stick and let the rest of the team do what they gotta do. Are you ready? It's time to react to this. Team Canada, let's go. One more. All right, let's go. Boom, so I'm out. You see that drive? First off, look at that. All right, so let's just rewind it back. From the jump, I put meters on China, okay? I mean, from go, bow. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. You get up and you see I already created a gap. That's how I knew I'm feeling good. Once I blasted out the blocks like that, I'm like, yes, this is the start I needed. Obviously I can't see behind me. I don't have eyes in the back of my head, but it just felt good. I didn't feel breathing on me. I didn't feel footsteps in my vicinity. I just feel like that felt good. That rhythm feels good. So I'm off to a good start. I even get mentioned by the announcer, freeze. If I got this pass off right here, that zone speed would have been crazy. It would have been like a 2.6. And normally, like I said, Dana said all we needed was 2.7s. Like in Eugene, I had a 2.74 from me to Jerome, and that put us in the mix. That neutralized the Christian to Noah combo. Here, if I had got that off clean, I mean, look at everybody else. They're not even close to passing. Like South Africa's not there yet. China's still trying to get there. Great Britain's almost there. Looks like Japan is almost there. But I'm already outstretched. I'm trying to hit Jerome's hand. If I hit him there, I'm telling you, we would have knocked off at like 2/10 from what we ran. But as we know, I missed. So you can see there, I fumbled a little bit. We could rewind it. We could slow it down a little bit. So missed there. Jerome kept his hand up, missed again, but then I got it in there just because he stayed patient. And even with those mess ups, still created a great gap. So that leg, shout out to your boy. That was a good leg. Now, leg 2. Freeze there. You can see Jerome is humming it. He's running on a straight. So Jerome on the fly is one of the fastest guys on any leg. So if you get him in lane 9 where he starts on the straightaway and gets to accelerate versus the curve, he's gonna fly. And so he did his thing. Even though we messed up the baton exchange, he still got it clean near the end of the zone and he's out of there. That's the moose. That's the moose right there. Exchange with Brendan, clean. That's money. I like that leg. Okay, so now you can see the race is starting to open up. The race always unfolds on leg 3. So Brendan's got it, he's running. China's got it, they're gonna start running. South Africa's got it. France is about to exchange. And then down here, you can see Japan is ready to go. And so is Italy. And then Brendan, he's humming it, freeze. So hold up, let's get to the yellow. Either Brendan or Japan are in the lead right now. Honestly, Italy's in the mix too. So those 3 guys are all in the yellow and you can see everyone else is far behind. France is pretty close as well. But from this shot right here, it's Canada, Japan, and Italy. And what did I say about through the zone times? Fundamentally sound. Those are the squads. And honestly, GB's right there as well. They're just maybe a slight step behind, and then France is right there as well. But this is what it comes down to. You can see from the outgoing runners, Tortu's taking off, Japan's taking off, Andre's taking off. Do the pass, and look at that. Much cleaner. Remember the prelims? How Brendan to Andre was messed up and we lost so much time just trying to get through the zone. Andre actually accelerated off the mark, got it to Andre, and we always have more room with them. That's the thing, like, we can always go faster. Not only did Jerome and I mess up and cost us time with the bobbling with the baton, but they get it in half. If we ever got to the point where Andre gets off the mark, we open up a little bit more and he accelerates and we get them at the end of the zone, I'm telling you, we can go even faster. But let's see what happens here. Freeze. All right, so Japan looks like they're cleanest through the zone. Japan looks like they're in the lead right now. Tortu's right there with Italy. They're probably neck and neck with us. It's hard to tell from this vantage point with this camera angle, but it's clear. Us 3 are right there. And then you got South Africa, France, and GB in pursuit. So at this point, I'm screaming. It looks like we're winning. Freeze. Okay, look at this, man. Now Zarnell and Akani are running the legs of their lives. They got back into the mix. But Andre, I believe in you. Oh, hold up. We didn't give third leg for Brendan. Good leg, good leg, good leg. But back to Andre. From this vantage point, it looks like they're all neck and neck, and we just need him to get that last little bit. History.
Go to Canada! Go to Canada! Canada! Canada!
Bang. 3750. Magic.
Canada!
What a race, man. I'm honestly lost for words. Like, just watching it again, it is I'll never get tired of watching that race. You know, this reaction right here is so genuine. I'm losing my mind. That scream, woo! Pure bliss, pure ecstasy. Come on, man.
Go to Canada! Go to Canada! Canada! Canada!
Andre gets the stamp of approval. And then we're showing the third leg again. And look at Brendan, humming it. Hi, 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 hi. I like it. And you can see Jerome in the background just screaming, go, go, because he knows. He ran his leg, and we're in this thing. And then it comes down to the anchor leg. Yeah, Japan's third leg did his thing. Kiryu, he did his thing, and they had a great pass. And then, but Andre gets on his high horse. Look at Simbine. Simbine and Zarno were closing. Everyone's fighting, reaching for the line. Boom. Iconic.
Go to Canada!
I love it. So at this point, I'm still out there losing my mind. I'm just screaming. I mean, Brendan and Andre are speechless. I don't know where Jerome is. He's on the other side, turning up somewhere. I'm just losing my mind, man, because it went from the worst meet of my life to the best moment of my life. And we're talking about the race like, yo, like, we did it. And you can see there, We didn't even break our national record. Season's best, 37.50. We could have ran 2/10 faster just with me and Jerome not messing up the pass. That's 37.30, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know your quick math.
Doesn't matter how fast you are individually, you have got to get the baton round, and the Canadians are the Olympic champions.
Let's watch it again from Dana's vantage point in the crowd, see what he was looking like without the commentary, raw footage. Just focused on Canada. See, look at that drive, just getting out. Oh, hit him. Oh, man, this, you can really see how much time I cost. Just bring it back, just look at this. See, hold on. When I get inside the zone, boom, boom, boom. See, I was there. And actually, the fact that I was there that's quick, probably it's good that I missed. So Jerome had more of an acceleration because this is way before the half mark. Like you could see here, the white dash is the half mark. So I would have got it in maybe too fast. So honestly, we could have probably opened up the mark, and that's more speed right there because Jerome gets more of an acceleration, but I missed. Bang, you can see I missed his hand. Just keep it. Yep, then he gets it. And the yellow mark is right there. We still get it in the zone. But lesson for you young guys in the relay. If your guy misses, do not try and help him with his hand. Jerome did a great job keeping it there. And it's my job as the incoming runner to make sure I get the target, I get into his hand. And it's a masterclass right there. That's how you win Olympic golds.
Gold to Canada. Canada.
All right, let's watch the rest of the race. And look at Jerome, high stepping. Ooh. Yeah. High stepping. Nice pass. And then we got Brennan. So from this vantage point, look at that. So from this vantage point, this is why angles matter. You can see, like, we handed off first and we look like we're in the lead. Go a little bit more. Look at that. Andre's running. Let's rewind a little bit. Andre's got the stick. Japan hasn't even passed yet. Italy hasn't even passed yet. We're the first ones to pass. But because they stretch out the zone a little bit more, the outgoing runner got a little bit more of an acceleration. That's why you see them make up ground quickly on Andre. And it looks like they're in lead. But even still, no. It looks like Andre is leading the whole time. And as it opens up, woo, you see the boys in the inside. Hold up. Let me go back real quick. Just watch Simbine and Zarnell. They're coming, boy. Woo! Went right by Japan and Italy, but shout out to Canada.
Gold to Canada. Canada.
Iconic, man, iconic. I love it.
And look at what a brilliant leg Brown had on the outside. Excellent work.
All right, let's watch the race one more time, this time from the Canadian broadcast.
Canada.
So again, you can see right here in this graphic, number 9, we were the 9th team. We were the last team to make it into the finals. I don't think you guys realize what kind of belief it takes to believe in yourself coming in as the last ranked team. Jerome, he knows, he understands it.
I understand it now.
See, when he's marking out his mark, he's like, I believe, I understand.
I understand
We can win this thing. I like it, Jerome. And you got my boy Bucky holding on that third leg, taking in the crowd, and then again, dapping up Coleman, saying, let's make history. Get my swig of water. So they're talking about Andre and his hamstring, see if it affects him. And then they talk about my age. They said, this might be my final Olympic moment. No, I'm still going, baby. I still got juice. So you can see the girls waiting to cheer us on. Shout out to the Canadian women as well.
Canada.
They made the final, first time in a long time, so shout out to them. But this camera angle focuses just on Canada. And I want this whole reaction to be just on us. Let's go. Boom. So we're out of there. Driving. Run a drum. Let's go. Go. High. Miss. Stay patient. Yes, got it. Jerome, high step moves. Let's go. Down the back straight. Perfect pass. Yup. Bucky. Yup. He's rolling. I believe. Andre, good pass. Brendan takes a look. I think we can win this. I can think we can win this. Come on. Come on, Canada. Let's go, Canada. Gold. Look at the girls. They're going crazy. Donovan. It's always great to see the past legends shout you out, man. Shout out to Canada. We got a rich history now. You can see me, I'm screaming. I'm like, what? Let's go. I still couldn't believe it. It was just, there was very few moments in my life where I look back like I was very, very happy in that moment. That was one of them. Birth of my kids, my wedding, this right here. And I love this from Dre. We got it. He just knew. Iconic shot. And we're posing up with the flags. Yes, sir. Canadian history right there.
Canada, Canada, gold to Canada.
And so you can see from this angle, first one to pass, Team Canada. And we were supposed to bring the bell, but they had to run another race, so we did our victory lap first. And then we got to ring the bell, which was cool. I think that's the bell that's at Notre Dame. Cool part of history, man. We're in the history books forever, Olympic champs. You can see us dapping up in the crowd. Yeah. Love it, man. C'est la vie. Number one. Went from the bottom to the top. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Shout out to Jersey. Anyways, let's hear from Donovan Bailey real quick.